At the start of our test, we've completely drained the Z1 battery by running a plug-in, and the battery was at 0. In this state, the camera is unresponsive. It will not turn on. There is a battery depleted icon in the center of the OLED on the front of the camera. So if you press the power button when the battery is drained, there will be an icon on the front of the Z1 that will show a drained battery. I'm next going to plug the USB cable port of the Z1 into a Windows 10 computer with USB 3.0. Initially, the drained battery icon does appear, but in this case, the battery is fairly new, and so it's accepting the charge pretty readily. In this particular test, after maybe a minute or a couple of minutes, it will boot again. Normally, when you plug the Win 10 computer into the USB, the Z1 boots automatically. In this next test, the USB cable is not plugged into Windows 10 USB port. So even though it's plugged into the Z1, there's no power going into the camera. I drained the camera again prior to this test. So when it's in the power, no power on the battery state, this icon does appear whenever the power button on the Z1, the physical button, is pressed. I'm going to plug the USB cable back into the Windows 10 computer to continue with the test. If you plug it directly into the Win 10 computer or USB port, it will also work on Mac. The camera will boot automatically, assuming it has, I think, just a little bit of charge on the battery. In this state, it will boot and it should operate normally. In my tests with this particular camera and this particular battery, the camera behaved normally after fully charging it. This is how it's working on my camera. If it doesn't work like this on other cameras, the camera itself could have a problem. This is all I can replicate with this particular camera that I have. I can get the battery drained icon up, and I can boot the camera after it's charged. Other behavior of the camera might indicate different types of problem, possibly a hardware charging problem or other problems with the camera. It's difficult to say.